What's up, bakers? Welcome back to the Baking Buddy Kitchen. I'm Michael Austin, and I'm here to show you the candy bacon pancakes you saw live from Times Square.
Alright bakers, so Michael's in Times Square right now demonstrating this recipe live, and we're going to show you a more in-depth version so that you know everything that we don't have time to show you on air. And all you're going to need for this first part is bacon and brown sugar. We're going to make candy bacon. Now making candy bacon is stupid simple. All you got to do is take just a little bit of brown sugar, and we're going to make just a little bed on the bottom. I'm going to sprinkle just a really light layer of brown sugar on the bottom. And what's going to happen is when we bake our bacon, this brown sugar is going to caramelize and turn our bacon into candy. Now we're just going to lay our bacon on top. Now once we lay our bacon down, we're going to go ahead and then just rub it with another little layer of brown sugar. Once that's done, take another piece of bacon, and then the top layer of your first one becomes the bottom layer of your next one. And then we just repeat that process until we have a tray full of bacon and brown sugar. Now you're just going to drip the last of the brown sugar and just make sure that the whole top is coated, and they're ready for the oven. Ooh-wee, that is hot. So all I'm going to do now is just go ahead and take the bacon and flip it over. What I'm doing now is just taking each piece of bacon and giving it a little bit of space. That way we can make sure that it evenly coats itself with the melted sugar. Now it looks great, and we're just going to put it back in the oven for about another 5 minutes. Our bacon has just finished its second round in the oven, and now we're just going to let it cool so that the melted sugar can harden into a nice candy shell. Alright, now our bacon is nice and cool and candied up, so we're ready to move it over to a plate. Alright, now you definitely want to make sure it's cool for this part, so you're just going to go with your hands, why not, and just pick up the candied bacon. Look at that, look how sticky it is. And we're just going to place it onto a plate. Now the great thing about baking it on our Baking Buddy is we get even heat distribution because the silicone transfers the heat evenly across the surface. If you're not using your Baking Buddy though, make sure that you put on a nice thick layer of parchment paper cooking spray because that melted sugar is going to stick to your pan. Thankfully though, since our Baking Buddy is non-stick, we won't have to deal with any of that. In fact, let me just show you real quick how amazing this thing is. I just want to show you how easily the melted sugar comes off. I can literally peel this off. Look at that. Now that we have our candy bacon and our pancake batter, we're ready to head over to the stove to start making our pancake dippers. Now we could not have done this so easily without our Baking Buddy. It's a non-stick silicone surface for your baking pans that provides you the perfect medium to bake on. It also has everything a baker needs, like measurements, metric conversions, and a standard cookie recipe printed right on the surface. The silicone evenly distributes heat so that you get the same quality of baking that you could only get with an expensive industrial oven. In fact, you can click right over here and watch a quick video that shows you all of the other amazing things your Baking Buddy can do. Alright bakers, we're ready to start making our pancake dippers, and it's going to be super simple, especially if you follow our baking hack about pancakes. This is a quick trick that will show you how to make the whole cooking pancake process way easier. Now to start making our pancakes, the first thing we're going to do is make the shape of a pancake stick like that. Once that's looking good, take a piece of your candy bacon and just throw that right on top. Now that it's on top, go ahead and just cover that back up with a little more pancake batter. And now we just wait for it to cook. Now if the top of your batter starts to run, that's okay. Just kind of push them back into this shape. Now once you notice that the bottom has finally cooked and starts to kind of come off of the pan, that means it's ready to be flipped. Take your pancakes and voila. Take a look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Now I'm going to move our already finished pancake right over here into our serving plate, and it is ready to be eaten. Now I'm just going to go ahead and finish these up. Thanks again so much for joining me in the Baking Buddy Kitchen. I had a blast. Don't forget to watch Michael Austin this Wednesday, September 23rd on Good Morning America, live from Times Square, demonstrating the same recipe. And I'll see you next week. Thanks Thanks again for joining me in the kitchen today. If you had as much fun as I did, make sure you hit that subscribe button so I can see you next week. Also, leave me a comment letting us know what we should bake. If we use your suggestion, we'll make sure to give you a shout out. But why stop there? Let's keep this party going. You can click on either side of me for more video recipes, or if you want to learn a little more about our baking buddy, you can click right below me to see a quick video that shows you how it all works. Also, you can join us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest, where you'll find more recipes, more tips, and pictures of the amazing creations that you've sent us. Remember, our community is not complete without you. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next week.